Maximize the use of microjob sites with these tips. Microjob sites are now multiplying in numbers, mainly because a lot of internet entrepreneurs want to emulate the success of Fiverr.com. Small businesses are no longer limited to using Fiverr for their microjobs requirement. With a slew of microjob sites to choose from, it can be confusing to select the best ones for your needs. One basic rule of thumb is to only register in microjob sites that have already established themselves. Admittedly though, microjob sites are fairly new, but there are sites that already have a solid following of both buyers and sellers. In order to verify the site's credibility, be sure to ask around or do some online research. Once you have registered in the microjob sites of your choice, it is necessary to note that you shouldn't be spending too much time browsing over the gigs available. It can be very tempting to look at one gig after the other simply because these sellers are providing services for really cheap prices. Remember, the point you are in a microjob site is to find a worthy seller who will be able to help you with your requirements. Avoid wasting time checking out gigs unrelated to your requirement. Always have a list of the tasks you want done before logging into your account. This is to make sure that you go right to the category you will be browsing through. Better yet, immediately use the search function on the site to find gigs related to what you need. In choosing sellers to work with, don't base it solely on who is on the top of the listings. These sellers usually pay the site to be featured on top. While there is nothing wrong with paying to be featured, browsing the succeeding listings will also help you find freelancers who are delivering a good job based on their feedback. It is very important to check sellers' feedback before buying any of their gigs. If there is a negative feedback present, check the reason for the negative feedback. Sellers cannot please everyone, so don't immediately brush off a seller because of one negative feedback. This is also true for those who don't have any feedback at all. Having no feedback doesn't mean they aren't doing their job right. Chances are they have just recently registered on the site or their listing was pushed further down by newer listings. Once a task has been completed, or not, be sure you leave a feedback for the seller. Leaving a positive feedback will reflect on the seller's capacity to complete his task. On the other hand, a negative feedback can make him aware of what he is currently lacking in the service he offers. If you can't find what you need in one microjob site, browse through another one and remember these tips on how to use microjob sites effectively. When you get more familiar with microjob sites, the process of buying gigs will come through faster.